I'm trying to find something that makes sense. Okay. Welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to the Where Am I Going? This is a cute reading. It's definitely a heavy question. But I want to see if any of these can spark something for you, for some sort of guidance, some sort of confirmation, some sort of something for where you're going. If I can assist in any way, if this energy can assist in any way, I hope so. Does anybody else want to play along? I feel like someone wants to play along, but they're not talking. Alright, this is pile 1. Where are you going? This is pile 2. Where are you going? This is pile 3. Where are you going? Where are you going? Pick one. I'm going to start with 1. Pile 1, where are you going? And you got the magical map shifter. The magical map shifter is interesting. When I see the magical map shifter in the upright, I breathe a huge sigh of relief, because when I see the magical map shifter in reverse, it really freaks me out. I don't even want to put it in that position, because that's just not even the position for you. The magical map shifter is here to fuck shit up, right? Like, he is here to come into your life and go, nah, like, you know, and just kind of scatter stuff around. In the booklet, which I will read to you, because he's one of the a little bit more complicated. They say when he's in reverse, it says, you know, whenever the magical map shifter does come to visit you, it's a good thing, even if he comes in the reverse or in the upright. To me, what I feel like is where you're going is a place where you can choose what you want for yourself, but choosing it from a position of power, which is great, right? For some of you, full stop. Where you are going is being able to choose things from a position of power. Done. Boom. That's what the reading is. Good job. We're good. For others of you, a position of power sounds lovely, but it's also quite scary, because when you're in a position of power, you have to make decisions. And for some of us, we have that inherited pressure of making decisions from a position of power can be terrifying. Can almost stop our ability to listen to our intuition or inner gut or whatever. It almost shrouds and blocks and challenges our ability to make a decision from a position of power. Here in the magical map shifter, I always notice how he's blindfolded, and that's how he makes the decision. He doesn't make it from sight. He makes it from the other senses that may tell a greater story than what we see. Because sometimes we can make choices based off of what we see, but sight can be very untruthful. It doesn't reveal everything. It reveals what we see and what we know from what we see. And by that is, we've been trained all our lives to see X, Y, and Z as X, Y, and Z, when another story to that is X does other things and Y could be other things and Z could be other things. This shows up in when we look at someone and say, wow, their life is so good, they have it so great. But what we're seeing are those factors and not seeing everything else, either the work that went into that, either the other sort of accomplishments or struggles that person has, or whatever the case may be. So anyway, I am going to read to you the magical map shifter, and he is one of the last cards in the deck. So he is very interesting. Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. When the magical map shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. That's pretty great. Okay. Excuse me. Will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. So going off of what that says, there could be something of a message from a person, a conversation, an offer, a loose comment, and you might notice it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if you will notice it or not, but be aware of the people around you. Be aware of what people are saying. Be aware of the various sort of opportunities that come your way. If you get an inkling to call someone or reach out to someone, reach out to them. If someone says, hey, let's meet for lunch, or hey, let's take a walk, or hey, you got a second, breathe and see if you do want to take that call, that text, that lunch date, or that interview, because there might be something there for you that you don't know is there for you because you can't see that it's there for you. I remember I have a friend who I went out to meet for lunch with years ago, and I had been thinking about something. And I mentioned it to him casually, oh, just kind of as a self-deprecating joke. Oh yeah, ha ha ha, I'm thinking about working for this company for a bit. And then he said, oh yeah, are you gonna do this program that they're doing? And I did not know that they had that program, that existed. And it was because of that conversation that I had with him that literally the map of my life did shift. And I was able to work for that company, had a wonderful experience, one of the best experiences of my life. And obviously there were some terrible experiences too, but it definitely shifted my life in a big way because I ended up taking like time off of school, and that really shifted the trajectory of, you know, certain things. And I'm not in like a crazy, it wasn't wild, but it was definitely off the beaten path and not something that I had planned. So I would urge you to do that and make a choice from a position of power, of knowing, of feeling, of being scared but wanting to do it anyway, safely. And I'd be really interested. I wish you luck. This is kind of exciting. So I hope that this helps with where you're going. If you'd like a private reading, information is in the description box below. I wish you everything. See you in the comments. Don't forget to share the video with a friend. And I'll see you next time. Keep your light on. Good luck. Hey there, Pile 2. Where are you going? You know, I forgot the question halfway through and I was like, what am I reading? I probably should write it down. Where are you going, Pile 2? Gentle Gardener and Ghostlands. With the path you're on right now, it seems like you're going backwards. And I can only hope that you're going backwards in order to pivot, reroute, rearrange, reprogram, and replant on your way forwards. Sometimes we think too much about the past and we're stuck there and don't give ourselves the next level of growth to grow. Sometimes we do revisit things. Sometimes situations do come back to us in order for us to, I mean, not even prove that we've grown, but in order for us to overcome in a different way. Just a second. This is so... But like my foot was cramping, so you know I had to make a do with it too. Um, if it seems like you're going backwards, this could be mentally, this could be just your state of being. You might be being a bit stubborn for some of you. You might be being stubborn about something. You could say, well, Luce, I have reason to be stubborn. These people did this to me, or this happened to me, and this is what it's been like, and screw that, and like, I'll never, or like, I should, or, whatever it is. But you might be holding on to something that is holding you back. And it may be something that letting it go or walking away from it was helpful at the time, and that helped you get to where you are now, or helped you get to where you needed to be. But there is something for some of you about going back to it if something has come back around. If something has come back around, take the opportunity to heal from it in its presence. Take the opportunity to revisit the situation, perhaps, in a different way. You don't have to make the same decision that you made before again. But that's on you, right? It's just, in terms of where you're going, it looks like you're going backwards. This could be mentally, physically, emotionally, reality, going back to an old job, going back to an old position, going back to an old XYZ. It's just with the gentle gardener here in reverse, and really just Ghostlands, there's something about use this chance to do better. And by do better, it's like plant better seeds. And better doesn't mean that you've done wrong. Better doesn't mean that you've planted the wrong seeds and you need to do it again. Better can just mean plant better seeds for the new season that you're entering into. Make a better decision. So by better, I mean more suitable for the situation. In the spring, you plant the seeds that are better for the spring environment. In the summer, you plant seeds that are better. It doesn't mean that those other seeds are bad. It just means that you're going to get more fruit. That's what I mean by better. So don't get that twisted from what I'm saying, because some people do. I'm not saying you made bad choices, but I'm saying do better, as in do the more gooder. Okay? Like, do the more good choice. Do the more good plantings. So if something has come back around for you, where you are going is backwards. Where you are going is backwards in order to move forwards. But it's in the present. What? What are you talking about? Freaking YouTube readers. What do you mean going backwards to go forwards and being present? Okay. I laugh at myself a lot because I'm like, what? But then I get comments that say, no, that was spot on. And I go, okay. Okay, man, that was really for you then. I'm feeling moves to read one of these to you, but I don't really want to. But I will. When the Ghostlands card appears reversed, it's a sign that you are wandering in an emotional or an intellectual place with no real substance. There is no point longing for that which has already gone or hasn't happened yet. Perhaps you've created a fantasy of the good old days, or some elusive utopian destination that lies somewhere in the future when this or that happens to make things better. Live one day at a time. Each day is a new beginning filled with truth and beauty. Stay away from the ghostlands of past and future. Avoid nostalgia and longing for something better. Find joy in what is present in your life today. I will read The Gentle Gardener as well. Do you harbor resentments? How often do you reinforce negativity by affirming lack and limitation? Every time you send out a desire for something but secretly harbor a belief that you're undeserving of it, you plant weeds in the field of your dreams. When the gentle gardener appears in the reverse position, she reminds you to be aware of any negative thoughts or selfish motives. She encourages you to step back and pay close attention to what thought seeds you send out into the world. Weeds choke the life out of your beautiful garden. No need to fret, however, because once you recognize this, you can always remove a bad seed and replace it with a healthy one. Forgiveness is your most powerful restorative tool. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a gentle gardener in reversing ghost lens. Where you are going, in short, is backwards in order to propel you in the future, but in the present. So fucking confusing. But like, I get it. You're going backwards. Something is either coming up for you, or something has been coming up for you that's come from your past, or you are stepping into something from your past, a behavior, a routine, a story that may be true, or that may be something that is no longer true, but you've told that story so many times that it's become biblical truth, right? So there may be a call here for you to go back and bury the hatchet. It might be hard. It may be the cause for you to turn the other cheek. It may be the cause for you to walk away. It's just, there's something here that's calling you to the past so that you can move into the next step for you, so that you can let it go and have it no longer be the motivation for what you want in your future. Because there's something about holding on to angst and holding on to pain and holding on to that type of stuff that it can get us so far ahead, but then there comes a point where that revisits, that comes back sometimes, or we go back to it and have to face the way this looks now from where we've grown to, and deal with it in a way that we can leave it here. In a way, it's humanity still, and be able to move forward past that point, past that threshold that has made this thing sort of trigger. I hope that helped. I hope this helps. I hope, good luck. Keep your light on. If you like a personal reading, the information for that is in the description box below. I wish you well. I wish you everything. Keep your light on, and good luck as always, okay? Hey, number 3, where are you going? Spirit of place. One of the most elusive cards. This reading got some real elusive ass cards. Spirit of place talks about the spirit of the present moment. It talks about being here and like really being here. Let's see what the protection message says for you. I think I really love it, but I always forget it. But I want to read this to you first before I move forward. Don't get entangled in details or desires that obscure the truth of your situation. Step back and ask yourself, what is the real nature of my inquiry? Even exquisitely seductive hidden agendas cannot conceal this. Trust your intuition. The spirit of place is whispering in your ear. You hold the power to tell the truth, first to yourself, then to the world. You can always distinguish between an essence that is true and one that is synthetic. Be honest with yourself and remain willing to let your situation be revealed for what it really is and not what you want it to be. And here's where it gets weird for me. An apple can't become an orange, just as a dog can never be a bird. Are you trying to change someone or something to suit your agenda? Only when you see things as they truly are will you find the real treasure. Once again, the spirit of place is about being in the present moment and like really being in the present moment. Like really being there. On the channel a long time ago, when I first started making videos, I used to make this analogy a lot of like looking at the shit you're in and looking at it and smelling it and feeling it and looking at it and identifying it as fecal matter, as feces, and just really looking at it and going, wow, this is shit. This is some shit. Like really looking at it. And there's something freeing about being able to acknowledge where you're at and really looking at it without excess. you can look at someone in your life, relationships in your life, and you can hope that you wish they would call you more, you wish they would say this more, you wish they would do that more, but what have they shown you in the past 3 months? What have they shown you in the past 2 years? Oh, but they used to do this, but that's the thing, like they used to, they don't really do that anymore. You know, this is where they're at now. This now, right now, how they're behaving is where they're at. How you're behaving is where you're at. I used to do this and I used to do that and I was doing this and that. That's past. Used to is past tense. It ends in ed. What are you doing now? Where are you going now? Really looking and really actually opening your eyes and clearing the fog and seeing like, okay, this is where I am. And taking off the judgment of good or bad and just looking at it for what it is and being able to make decisions from that place. The other thing it talks about is about inquiry. What did it say? Something about almost like why you're asking what you're asking. Sometimes when you're a reader, or if you buy, divination decks or divination tools and you want to read for yourself and you want an answer, sometimes we go to the oracle. Oracles looking for a specific answer that we want, and then we get something else, and we go again and we get the same thing, and we go again and we get the same thing, and you would say it must be broken. There can be some tricksiness sometimes, but there's something to be said about, what you're looking for, and yet this is what you're getting. Open your eyes and see that this is what you're looking for and this is what you're getting, and make a decision from that point. So where are you going? You're going into yourself. Ta-da! Where's the confetti? No, but really, you're going into yourself, which is one of the most beautiful places ever, by the way. It's intricate, which can be really frustrating, but it's beautiful as well, and it's not hard, it's flexible. So where you're going is into you. Where you're going is where you're at. Where you're going is opening your eyes to where you are and making choices or moves, or not making choices or not making moves from where you're at, and just sort of assessing and looking at where you're at without judgment, just looking at the facts of the situation, and you might be pleasantly surprised. A lot of times, sometimes we shit on ourselves, and when we look at things, we're not doing that badly. So why are you singing the song of I suck, I'm shitting on myself? Like, why do we do that? Has it become habit? Did we learn that from something? Did we pick it up, think it was cool, and adopted it? Like, why are we singing that song? And sometimes you think things are fine, and then you look at them and you go, this isn't at all what I want. I don't know how I got here, or I know exactly how I got here, but how am I going to get out of here? And making a plan for it, right? I'm a planner, so I like that stuff. I like making plans for stuff, but sometimes you really have to know where you're at, name the beast, and plan from there. But where you're going right now is really where you're at, but really opening your eyes to where you're at, either appreciating where you're at, taking inventory of where you're at, whatever that means to you. It doesn't have to be doom gloom, bro. But where you're at is where you're going. Okay. I hope it's helped. I hope it was good. It resonated. I look forward to your comments. Love reading this. Make my day. Or trash it, whatever. Don't forget to like the video, share it with a friend, have a discussion about it. That's always cute. And subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Keep your light on, good luck, and if you'd like a personal reading, the information for that is in the description box below. I wish you everything, I really do. Keep your light on, and good luck. Bye-bye.